from our airboxer as she prepares for her takeoff call. Susan with over 40,000 combined total hours of flying from the Ladies and gentlemen, watch as the smoke comes on from Harvard, Illinois. Let's give a big welcome to Susan Dacy and Big Red, the Boeing Super Stearman, as she works her way off to our right. Watch for the takeoff. Watch for the pull into the vertical to get this show underway. The smoke exploding off the ground as she now accelerates from our right, quickly accelerating to about 150. And flies the Boeing Super Stearman back towards Show Center. We watch for the roll showcasing the outfitted with 200 or 220 horsepower engines. More than 10,000 were built, with many of them becoming agricultural springers outfitted with the 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney radial engine. We watch the sun reflect off those chrome struts and we listen to the sounds of this radial engine. Susan approaches Show Center and pulls skyward for her next maneuver. Susan dedicates her performance today to the barnstorming era of aviation, a time when flying was new. It was a romantic time in aviation when those daring young men and women in their flying machines brought those newfangled contraptions into towns like Oshkosh, dropping into a farmer's field to give rides to lucky people, sometimes for only a penny a pound. Big Red originally started life as a World War II trainer for the U.S. Navy. Now it's highly modified with injected fuel and oil systems. Big Red very much at home, both right side up and upside down. As a teenager yearning to fly, Susan felt the only way to fly a Stearman was to have one of her own. At the family airport located in Harvard, Illinois, Susan worked in the office. Every hour was spent restoring this aircraft, which she still owns and operates today. At just 16, she learned to fly in a Piper Cub. She attended Southern Illinois University, where she earned a degree in aviation operation and systems, along with her mechanic licenses. Following college, she pursued flying jobs throughout the country, including serving and checks before. She was eventually rewarded with a job offer from American Airlines. Completing the big Cuban 8, how about a nice round of applause for Susan Dacy and Big Red. You'll hear the sound created by Big Red and Susan as the aircraft goes by. That snarling motion, not so much the engine, but rather the propeller tips going supersonic at around 2,400 RPM. Susan realizes there's never been a better time to become a pilot, but she's still a partner. Need my offer for that flight cadet program. Membership and take a look at opportunities along the way. Once you complete the course and exam, you'll be placed at the next available together, everybody, for Susan Dacy. We watch her out to the right as she picks up our show line once again. The Airshow smoke billowing out of the exhaust as she sets up with a reversal half Q&A. 5-8 flip with a 180-degree roll on the backside as she works her way back to the center of our aerobatic with a big barrel roll. Sponsors for their continued support of Dacy Airshow and the Big Red. She also wants to say thanks to Dacy Airport in Harvard, Illinois, for the restoration of painting the Big Red and the avionics display of Rockford, Illinois for their upgraded avionics, allowing Susan to aviate and navigate during her air show travel.
Gotcha. I love that way. I love the way it looks.
Let me know, this is your last pass, correct?
Yes, coming northbound will be the last.
Thank you. Susan, if you could please just carry through to the north side for me, please, and enter the right downwind for 27, for 27.
Okay, north and then right traffic 27.
1.66, nice job.
30,
Bob.